Hi guys, so today I'm going to make some homemade pasta. Very easy, simple ingredients. Basically a cup of flour. 00 is the best, but I don't have any, so all purpose is just fine. So I've got 2 cups there, 2 eggs and some salt. Make a well, put the eggs in there. Get up there. And then just use your fingers or a fork just to start mixing that in with the flour. And I'm making this pasta dough because about 5 days ago I made some ragu bolognese. About 6 pounds of ground beef with 2 bottles of wine, tomatoes, garlic, grated vegetables, and cooked that slowly for about 2.5 hours. And it's best to let it rest. I know that sounds weird, being a meat pasta sauce. But it lets the wine that's cooked down in the dish mature a bit, and it will taste a lot better. So I thought, I've made all the effort to make such a good ragu bolognese, why don't I make some homemade pasta? There's good ones out there you can buy, but there's something about making your own pasta. It's one of my happiest memories when I used to work in the kitchens making my raviolis for a starter, crab raviolis or lobster raviolis. It just has more meaning to it when you make your own pasta, that everything's made fresh. And I used to work in some nice small hotels, Rosette standard, nothing too fancy. I also worked in big hotels when I was younger and on the cruise ships for a while. But my happiest memories were in the small country house hotels. Let that rest for about 20 minutes before we start making tagliatelle. Okay, rested the pasta for 20 minutes. It's nice and soft, pliable. Cut it into 4. Got my pasta machine here set up, old school. I'm basically just gonna flatten that out. Now the rollers are here, goes from 1 to 8. You put it on number 1, that's the widest to get it through, get it going. And go through, and basically I'm going to fold it together to give it a nice square shape, so it'll all come out in a big long rectangle without any curls in the corners. Put it through again. Number 2. A bit more flour. So I'm running it through the rollers twice on each setting. And we're up to number 3 now. I'm not going to do it too thin because it's going to be tagliatelle, not something finer. on the way back because they've got some of the best restaurants in America, you know, when it comes to Michelin star food. And my favourite place to go eat is Joël Robuchon's, which is in the MGM. He's got a 1 and a 3 Michelin star restaurant. The 3 being, you know, the best you can do. So I always like to go there when I can afford it. I think we had like a tasting menu, a couple of cocktails, a couple of glasses of wine, and it's spending $825 bucks. But it really inspired me to start cooking again, and that's why I'm doing these videos. I've also been to Gordon Ramsay's in London, 3 Michelin star restaurant, and a few others, but Joël Robuchon's in Las Vegas, his 3 Michelin star restaurant, was the best food I've ever had. There we have it, tagliatelle. I've got some wax paper over here. I'm just going to curl this up. So I'm French trained in cooking. I went to college where I grew up, did a hotel management course. That was the cooking course back then. We would learn housekeeping, waiting tables, reception work. At the time I thought it was kind of pointless, but then when I became a private chef and started taking care of people's homes, you know, all that stuff I did at college that I thought was useless actually paid off, because I did a lot of that sort of stuff, serving the food, paperwork and everything when I was a private chef working in people's homes. Anyway, so French talk, but for me, Italian food is the best. I always dream of sitting in some Spanish vineyard with grapevines all over the courtyard, eating food like this with a nice red wine. With the sun going down over the Italian landscape. Okay, so the pasta's been in there for about 5 minutes. There we go. I'm going to finish out with a little bit of Parmesan. Cracked black pepper. Homemade pasta with ragu bolognese.